Welcome to episode 2 of our 30-day eBay flip challenge. That's right guys, we are back in it here, and this is the first episode where we're actually going to be listing things. I'm super pumped about it. We're going to get to see a few items go up for sale, maybe even sell something in this episode. My whole idea is that we're going to be doing one every single week for the entire 30-day period, so probably 4 or 5 episodes of this, and that will kind of keep you guys posted on what's sold, what we're buying, what we're listing and whatnot, the progress that we're making. Anyway, in this video, we're going to establish our first couple listings as well as maybe potentially sell something. We don't know. I'm not sure how long it will take, but we'll have to wait and see on that. Before I do get into anything though, guys, I would really appreciate if you could leave a like on this video and subscribe to the channel if you're interested in seeing more of this content. It helps out a bunch, and thanks so much. But yeah, there's a couple items I'm thinking of that I want to start off here by listing. If you guys missed the last episode, I highly recommend checking it out. It explains the entire process here, showed some of the first items that we picked up, and also went through the entirety of making the spreadsheets. If you want to follow along yourself and even try this for yourself, definitely recommend checking that out. You can kind of learn what we're doing here and understand what we're doing with the spreadsheets, especially because we're going to be talking about that a lot in these episodes, and kind of see where I got some of the items from, how much I paid. I will go through it again here, but not as in depth. Anyway, so it's the first day today, which is actually March 2nd. Unfortunately, I was feeling really sick yesterday and want to hop into to listing stuff, as well as I had the floors painted in my office, and I was not really able to come in here, so that's fun. But yeah, we're going to start off here today, March 2nd, and get our first group of listings done. I want to get a couple of remotes up for sale, probably those Star Choice, or not Star Choice, the Shot Direct ones that we picked up, as well as maybe a phone, maybe the VCR. I don't know, I'm going to see what we got. My goal is to spend 2 hours a day on this project to kind of make it seem like a side hustle, almost something you can do in addition to your job, and to prove a point that you can really make some money on the side here by doing this just for 2 hours every day. That won't include my sourcing time because I need more than that to source stuff, so that'll probably be a few hours a week or whatnot. But yeah, I think that it's pretty doable, and especially if you're trying to do it full time, you can kind of scale this idea up and maybe even make some good money doing it. We're gonna see what we can do. I might spend a little more than that on certain days. I'll try to spend any less than that. That's kind of the minimum here. And we'll see what kind of stuff we can do. I think we can do some good damage. Anyway, I'm gonna stop talking. Let's get into a couple of the items I want to go ahead and list right now, and let's get our March 2nd numbers up, and then we can go ahead and again, I'm gonna go probably till Tuesday. Gives us probably 6-7 days. And then we're going to be able to see our results at the end of this video. I'll upload it and then we'll start on the next one. That's the plan anyway. Let's jump into what we bought and what we're going to be listing today. So I'm thinking about starting with these remotes right here because they're super easy. We can get them up in a couple of seconds, as well as maybe this VHS player. I can give it a quick test on the TV, see if it runs. The only other option would be these telephones back here. And there's one video game actually as well, which maybe I'll put up today because that would be very quick and easy as well. I'm just kind of looking for quick and easy, obviously. I like to do the easiest things first, make some progress that way. But yeah, there's probably about $200 worth of stuff here, I think, and that's going to get us started. And we'll see again through the spreadsheets later in the video how much it's all worth and how much we can sell it for. But I'll get all that stuff up, at least a little bit for today. It'll probably be about 2 or 3 days worth of stuff here at the 2-hour mark, just because we're doing some other stuff with the spreadsheets as well. But this will be okay. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking 2 days. Here's the other game that we bought. This is the Open Avatar, but it is new, and we are going to be able to get some good money for it. Hopefully, I'm trying for $19.99 on that. We paid, I think, $6. So we are going to be listing all that stuff. I have actually made a whole bunch of video game sales, though, so I got to go ahead and package all those up. I'm not going to take you guys with me for that. If you want, you can check out the TikTok page to see updates on all the video games. I'm selling most of them, at least, and see what we're buying, always up to date. You can see it the same day versus waiting for these videos, so that's always cool. But let me go ahead and start that, and then we're going to get into listing this stuff. It's going to be awesome. Also, real quick, if you guys remember our eBay progress, which we were doing in November, it's going to be something like this is what I'm going to be doing on this whiteboard. I'm going to wipe it all off and get it ready. But we're going to be also counting how much we list, and then as well as how much we sell that day. This should give us a pretty good scope of what's going on, as well as we can check that with the spreadsheets and figure that all out through there. Anyway, just wanted to show that, and now let me get into listing some stuff. Alright, so just thought I'd give you guys an update. I decided to start on this Uniden phone. It looks like it's worth about 50 or 40, 50 bucks, somewhere in that area. You can see that I've just put some temporary batteries in it. You have to take off the wall mount to get those in there. A lot of people ask how I test these things. Anyway, it's got all the cables with it. It's working great. You can see here, we can go ahead and hit some numbers. It's not hooked up to anything, obviously. But, I'm going to go ahead and click everything, make sure it all works. But this looks like it's going to be a pretty good sale right here. Okay, so it's the next day now, and why is this so dark? That's better. It's actually the next day now, and I managed to get all 3 listings up yesterday. The one for the phone that I showed you guys, I think, in the last clip. I also got the Avatar game up, and I also managed to get the VHS. No, that's not true. The remotes, that's what I got up. That was the other thing. So I think what we should do right now is actually update the momentum board. It is the next day. I forgot to record, and I got busy with some other business I had to take care of. However, we do have those items up. So why don't we go ahead and update the new momentum board, which is going to be tracking all of our sales and inventory that we've listed so far, as well as let's talk about what we want to list for today. And yeah, this should be good. But yeah, so there's the phone that we listed. A couple of the remotes are in there, and then the video game is in one of these bins. I'm not sure which one. And then if we look right here, we can see the Uniden phone and the remotes right there for a total price of $29.99 and $49.99. I'm not going to screen record this, maybe a little bit later in the video I will, but I've got a couple items already entered into our spreadsheet here with our total paid price, which was all these. I think these were the items that we listed, or no, these were the items that we listed. Anyway, total paid price is sitting right around $31 right now with those, and the total list price for just the ones we've listed so far is $92.97. And now I've got this whiteboard right here. Let's go ahead here and start entering in our numbers. And just like that, I got some stuff written on the whiteboard. 30-day listing challenge is what this is. We're going to have our listings all over here on the left. March 2nd, 3 items for $92. We're going to write today's total in there in a second. And then sales, March 2nd, $0 because we didn't have anything listed. So today we probably won't sell anything, I'm guessing, because it's only day 1, realistically. But March 3rd, we'll put in the total numbers here once we list all those items. And then we'll list our sales, if any, which there probably won't be. So it'll be 0 again. And we'll see how long we go for 0. Maybe, again, I'd like to get my first sale by the end of this video, but we'll see if we can manage that. So I'm just checking out this business speakerphone. We paid $6.99 on it, and to be honest, it actually looks like it's almost brand new. Check it out. All the things here are in their proper little bags. They're not sealed though, so I think I am gonna list it as probably just like new. But wow, like these are all still coiled up in here. Oh, maybe not. The little tie is off of it actually. So yeah, it probably is used, but still, I think this could be worth a lot of money. Again, like I said, I've seen them go anywhere from like $100 to like $300. Now again, I'm not suggesting that we're gonna get that for this. We could be literally looking at just 25, 50 bucks here. I'm gonna do some more research and let you guys know after it's listed. But it was the same thing with those remotes actually, and I had a little story about that. So when I listed the remotes, I went to, you know, the little sell similar on somebody else's listing, and then when I went back to do it again, because for some reason I wanted to go double check something, the listing actually sold, and that remote was listed at $39.99 for 1 remote. We have a lot of 2, and I listed them at $44.99. Pretty sure we might make that sale. Again, it seems ridiculous to me that we can even ask close to $50 for a remote control, but if they sell and we can get that kind of money, I'm excited about it. Anyway, let me get this phone listed. This might be the only listing that I'm doing today just because, first of all, we're almost running out of items, so I think I'm going to do the 2 VHS players tomorrow. In addition to that, this is probably a high value one, so I think we can get away with it, but I also have a lot of work to other work to do. So I'm just going to stick with this listing for today, and I'll update the inventory sheets, everything, and then I will get back to you guys. But yeah, this should be a good another listing here, and hopefully we can make our first sale by the end of the week. I know I mentioned that a lot, but I'm pumped about it. Alright guys, so check it out. I did manage to get the item up, and as you can see by the price, it is not what we were going for. I did some research on these phones and I really couldn't find any, and then when I went back and looked at sort of more general business phones, they weren't actually going for as much as I was hoping. I thought for some reason I saw them for hundreds, $200, $300. I literally couldn't find any except for lots of them where they'd have like 6 or 7 business phones. So that was a little bit disappointing. So I decided to start at $39.99. This might be a really bad buy though because there's not really any solds for this item, and it's a kind of a strange brand. I don't know, I just don't see any more out there. It also could be good because that might mean that somebody's looking for one and they might buy it. Who knows, but we listed it for $39.99 and I'm willing to take an offer on it and we'll see if it sells. Guys, day number 3 is finally here on our 30-day resale challenge. I'm excited to show you what I'm up to. First of all, I'm pretty sure that I showed this yesterday, but both of these phones have now been listed. This one, unfortunately, was not worth anywhere near what we thought it was. I'm pretty sure that's in the last clip, though, but it's listed for $39.99. And then the Uniden phone right here has also been listed as well as the video game, which is, again, somewhere over there. Why do I feel like I'm missing something? Oh, of course, the remotes, which are in RS2 right there. That now brings us to what we're doing today. I've actually been testing out the 2 Panasonic VHS players. Ignore the face mask there. There's some painting going on. But no, I've got the Panasonic VHS player right here. What we paid $11.99 for. I'm putting that one through, and I've already tested it. It works great. Tested all the functions on it, and now we're bringing out this little guy that we bought here. Now I already made a video on how to test all these systems, but basically we're just going to power her on, make sure that it goes on the TV. Beautiful, we got our blue signal. We're gonna throw maybe Star Wars in there and make sure that it works. It should grab it. Okay, that is in the least bit concerning. It powered off. Okay, so I'm not sure what that was about. Maybe we should try this guy again. We might have an issue here though. It does power on, it looks like. Screen is going on blue for a little bit, and then is it gonna power off on us here again, or are we good? Oh, that sounds, made another noise, yeah, okay. I wanna see what happens if we put a VHS into it. I know there was one in it, and I did actually it was playing a second ago when I turned it on. Of course I come for the camera, it's not working. Let's throw this guy in here real quick. This is just a random VHS tape that actually came in the machine. That's why I don't care if it gets stuck. It went in there. Are we gonna get it to play? Okay, now it looks like it's actually going to play the tape, which is just strange because the power wasn't staying on, but now it's staying on. If I hit play, and yeah, we are into this tape, and I'm not sure what it is, but anyway. So that's obviously slightly concerning. I'm going to do a little bit more testing on this thing, make sure they will power on long enough, obviously as long as it's supposed to, and let me see if we can get it working. If not, we might have to write the system off, list it as is or whatever, but hopefully we can get it to work because there's some money in this guy. So I'm still tooling around with this system. I've actually not been able to get it working in terms of the sense of the power issue. What it's doing is it's powering on and then powering off about 10 seconds when there's not a VHS tape inserted in there. I've tried reading through the manual and I'm not sure if this is a feature or not. So for that reason, I think I'm just going to list it. I'm still going to list it as used, but I'm just going to explain the situation in the description and hopefully that won't cause any issues. So yeah, I mean, it's not really a big deal, I don't think. I think we can still get some money for this system, but I'm sure that that might lower the value of it a little bit. Again, this is about a $50, $60 system. We might be looking more at like 40. I think if we list it for $39.99, we'll sell it really quick no matter what. This other one over here though works perfectly fine. Some random VHS I got here in this system as well, or in one of them. Yeah, this system works great and it looks like it's worth a little bit of money. I can't remember what it's worth actually, but I think it is worth some good money, otherwise I wouldn't have bought it. So excited about that one. We'll get these two listed right now and I'll let you know what we list them for. Okay guys, so I managed to get both of the VHS players listed now on the third day, and I'm pretty excited here. We got them listed for $40 and $50. Now the one that doesn't work I listed for $40. They usually go for about $60 to $70. However, I did lower the price on that guy just because of the issue that we discussed earlier. I do think it will still sell, so I'm not too worried about that at all. There they are all over here, that guy and then the one on the bottom there. Hopefully we'll be able to clear them off the shelf pretty soon here. Okay, so to finish day 3 off, I've updated the board already. March 4th. Oh, I'm jumping in front of the light there. 2 items at $89, not too shabby. Our total I've actually eyed up now is 6 items for a total of $222.94 with, again, $0 in sales. But hopefully as we continue to build up our items here, we'll start to see some of those items sell. So I'm excited to see what's going to happen here. And yeah, we'll give it some more time, and I can't wait to see what this gets to. Anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow. It's day 4, and I'm pretty excited because today's the day that I went out to Value Village and managed to get one nice little haul. It's this nice little Sony VHS system. I really didn't want to pick up any more of these, but for $5.99, it was selling for like 50, 60 bucks. I figured, why not grab it? I couldn't find anything else, so I was looking through a couple items, didn't really see anything that I liked. Also, ignore my hand, I kind of cut it on some glass, so that's not fun. But yeah, $5.99 for the system. It's getting pretty late down here. I was out working and it's 9:20. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just get the system listed today. That's all I really have time for because I got more work to attend to as always. But anyway, I'll probably just end up updating you guys tomorrow as to what the total is. So let me go ahead and get all that done and I'll update in tomorrow's clips what that's all about. Anyway, found that good pickup I think, and hopefully we can make some money on it. Also, it didn't come with a power cable, so I'm going to be adding this one in here. I'm not going to include it in the cost because it's just one that I had lying around, but I usually buy these for about $1 or $2, and I'm not sure where I got this one though from. So yeah, I'm not going to be adding the cost, but you can get these at Value Village for $1. Just so you're aware though, because I have no idea what I paid for it, and that'd be unfair. I may have gotten it for free in a box of free stuff, which I often get as well. So anyway, I'm going to add that to the system. Guys, it's now day 6 and I am back here to do some more listings hopefully. Unfortunately, a couple things happened. Let's start with the good news. This Sony, what is this called? The DA Pro 4-head. Yeah, that got listed for $44.99, so that's awesome. And I'm pretty sure that's where I left off the last clip. So that got listed, we're all good there, and I added that up on the momentum board. However, unfortunately yesterday I had a super busy day, and then even going into the night I had some meetings later, and yeah, they ran late. So I did not have time to list anything, as well as I was struggling to even put out my regular YouTube content for all the other businesses. And it's a lot for me because there's a lot of other things that I'm running here alongside with this. I'm not doing probably as good as I could be doing just because of the sheer lack of time that I have. So I'm ending the challenge early. No, I'm just kidding. No, I still feel pretty good about it. I think we got like $250 to $260 worth of stuff listed so far, and it's gonna be good. I'm finally back down here and we're going to be doing a couple listings today. I've got a shirt and some other stuff that I think we can get up, but I'm really writing up things to sell, so we're going to do some sourcing soon to make sure that we keep up our daily totals. Once we find some more stuff to sell though, then we can obviously start listing more. So as long as we can get some more stuff in soon, that's going to help. But for right now, let's go ahead and take a look at some of the items that we can get started with today and hopefully get today's number going pretty good. By the way, we're still at 0 sales for any of the items, but that's okay. Again, only day 6, and we're selling some things that, you know, take a little bit of time to sell, so I'm not too worried about it at all right now. So just popping over now to the photo table, I found a couple items I want to go ahead and get listed right now before we can go ahead and pick up any more inventory. This is a Kogi shirt. You can look up this brand. It's kind of interesting. I saw this one the other day and I just decided to pick it up because it was a great deal, and the brand seemed to be getting some pretty good traction online, a couple good sales and some decent money, so I'm hoping that we can get maybe 20, 30 bucks out of this shirt here. It's an Australian brand, kind of cool. The next item here you guys might remember from back on the channel. I just found this the other day. I had actually brought it upstairs for testing. I had a cable there, and it was just giving me an orange and green light, which I assume is what it's supposed to do unless it's set up. But then after downloading the app, I couldn't really figure out how to set it up. So I think I'm just going to, again, have to kind of wiggle my way around the description. So anyway, I'll just probably, I don't know, I'll list as maybe untested or as is, or I don't know. We'll figure it out. But yeah, this is an AirPlay. For any of you guys who don't know, I think we paid 14 bucks on it. It's a, what is this? It's an Airport Express base station. So they're kind of these things I think that you can Bluetooth to and like play music on and whatnot. I'm not really sure, but anyway, I'm gonna get that listed as well as this. All right, so I wanted to showcase this little setup real quick. If I do a lot of clothes, which I have in the past, I'll usually pull a table out here, put it out on the floor right here, and then I can usually steam them all, have them all clean before and whatever. But for today, we just have the one shirt here. So I just want to show you guys though real quick the process, because I don't think I've shared this before. I hang the shirt up right there. It kind of gets put on this white wall here, which I kind of like with the bricks. And for this one, I'm actually going to be listing it on Poshmark, kind of breaking our eBay rule. But you know what? I think it might sell better on there. There's a couple of good listings. I usually get a little extension cable, bring my light out here, and then I take my pictures here. I'm hoping this one will be okay in these pictures. It's a little bit wrinkled, but you know what? We're just going to have to deal with it. But yeah, I'll put it up for maybe 30 bucks on Poshmark. Anyway, I'm just thinking maybe for our next challenge, 30-day Poshmark challenge. Just clothing. That could be kind of fun. Maybe eBay and Poshmark. But just for clothing, I think that could be a really cool experiment. Anyway, I'm going to get this one listed as well as the other thing, and I'll update you guys. Alright, so both the shirt and the Apple AirPlay thing have both been listed. And that's going to be a total of 2 items. By the way, I filled in the other dates here for our upcoming last couple days for this week, which will be the first episode, of course. But yeah, we got 2 items going on for, what did I say? $54.99 I think is the total. We listed the shirt for $35, and the AirPlay was actually not worth that much. We listed for $19.99. Alrighty guys, so it's the second last day of this week's challenge so far. Obviously we are coming to the end of the first week and we still haven't made any sales, so I'm a little bit upset about that, I'm not gonna lie. However, I've realized, and what you should realize as well, is that a lot of the items I've listed take a little bit longer to sell. Again, the VHS players, a lot of these older electronic devices and whatnot, they do take a little bit of time. The shirt was a very specialty shirt. Like all the different items that we've done do take a little bit longer. So I am not actually too concerned. I'm just more concerned about if we'll be able to sell them within the 30-day challenge versus actually just being able to sell them in general. I have no doubt that we'll be able to sell them, you know, within the year, for example, but you know, within this month it might be a little bit tough. Anyway, I think I managed to solve one of those problems because I managed to hit another thrift store. If you guys follow me on TikTok, you will have already seen all this stuff, but this is what we managed to pick up right here. Let me go through it. First up, we got one of these black Panasonic phones. I think there's just one. Oh no, you know what? There's 2 of these. Yeah, 2 of these black Panasonic phones. I'll look up the value on them and get that for you. Well, actually, we'll look at these later when we go to list them. But and I also got one of these silver ones. These were $3.99 a piece. Yeah, this is a silver one. I'm not sure which model this is, but also a Panasonic. They could be worth some decent money sometimes. I've seen them go upwards of $40, $50 for just the individual ones. If we sell them in a lot of 2 like that, I'm assuming we can get sort of $30 to $40 range for the black ones. And then I'm thinking maybe $20 for the silver one. A couple more items here. I managed to pick up a PlayStation 1 remote. Hopefully we can sell that pretty quickly. It's a DualShock 1. Paid $3.99 on it though, and yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and test that, clean that, and we'll get it listed. Last but not least, maybe took a bit of a gamble on this one, but Monopoly City is brand new inside. There's no wrap on it, but all the pieces are still sealed. This game looked like it was going for about, I think it was going for about, I think like $40, somewhere around that. So that's a pretty good deal, I think. And it's the city version, so not too sure about this version. Like I haven't played it or anything, but anyway, that might be interesting. I saw a couple different ones there. A Simpsons one, Disney Princess one. If you were watching the TikTok, you would have seen me come out with videos about those, but I didn't end up picking them up because the one of them wasn't complete and had a little bit of damage to it, and the other one I really didn't feel like counting, and I kind of ran out of time. You can sit there and count the pieces, but you got to make sure they're complete if you are picking these things up. Otherwise, I wouldn't even bother. Generally speaking though, quick tip, I know this video is probably getting super long, but quick tip about board games is that if they're sealed, I definitely recommend just scanning them or looking them up because you don't really have to do anything. They're so quick to list, and I think they do sell pretty well, especially over on Amazon if you can get that set up. But even on eBay, you can definitely make some sales on the new ones. Look at the look at how many recent sales they've had on it, obviously, and all the normal stuff. But yeah, they're good ones to look up. And again, if they're kind of new like this, I think we'll be able to do halfsies on that. By the way, paid $4.99 on it. So I think what we'll do right now is I'm gonna get this Monopoly game listed as well as this PlayStation remote, and then we'll worry about the phones maybe tomorrow. And we're back over at the whiteboard now because I actually managed to get both those items listed. We've got the Monopoly game up as well as the PlayStation remote. The prices are $29.99 and $13.99 for a total of $43.98, and that's going to be today's total. We have one more day left in the challenge. Sorry, it's not focusing. Come on. Yeah, so we're going to get that going here tomorrow, and then we should be able to get our total for the week, and we will conclude the episode. Well, the final day of the challenge is upon us here, and I think it's time to get started with these phones. This is all I'm going to list for today because I don't have too much time. But we have some here at $3.99, another one here. I think they're all at $3.99 actually. You guys probably saw it in the last clip. But yeah, we got the one silver one. I'm going to list the two black ones together. I'm just going to combine the buy price in our inventory sheet. Then at the end of all this, we're going to go ahead and update the inventory sheet as like the final draft for this week. Going to take a look at all of the weekly numbers and everything, and we'll break it all down. Alright, so quick update on the phones. I've got them all out now here, and I'm just taking a look at them, and we seem to have a bit of an issue. So first of all, these two phones are definitely not the same model, so I'm not going to end up blotting those together. The only other interesting thing is that this phone, this is not the charger for that phone. This charger is for this phone. It's the same as this one. So those are both the exact same base, which kind of makes it difficult. We can't obviously sell this with the wrong base, and I don't want to sell this one with two bases. So maybe what we'll do, we'll list this base separately, we'll list this phone and base together, we'll list this phone and base together. I'm going to have to clean these all too because they're gross. And then this guy right here, we will probably just list on its own, maybe untested, because I don't know what to do with it. So yeah, that's going to be kind of interesting. We'll see what happens, but yeah, I think we might be able to get some good money for the base alone, at least, you know, if that works. Somebody might be looking for one, I don't know. I have done well with these in the past, so hopefully we can make a couple sales here. And yeah, let me go ahead and get these all listed. There we go, guys. I officially got all the phone stuff up. The KX TGA. Oh boy, it's not focusing. There we go. The silver one, the black one, the other black one, the other black one. $9.99 for the two like kind of loose pieces. Hopefully somebody will just buy those if they're missing one or whatever. And then $24.99 on the regular phones. I'm willing to go down those prices, but for now, and my laptop's turning off. For now, I think we'll start with that. Also, I'm going to keep them all in this white box right here, and I'm going to put that on the shelf. Any other phones we pick up in the future, then we can put in there as well. And that's going to actually conclude it for all the listings for this week. Heading over to the momentum board / inventory tracking, that puts our total up to 4 items. Had to kind of squeeze my way in here. 4 items for a total of $69.96. And there we go. Those are all the totals for every day this week. We had one day when we listed none. But otherwise, I'm going to go ahead now and add these all. Make sure they're all in the inventory, first of all. Then we're going to add them all up, give you guys a total for the first week, as well as the total sales, which I'll give you guys a little bit spoiler right now. They're at 0. In fact, hold on, let me add these. Now, I'm not too concerned about this. Again, I told you in the last couple clips, so we've had a lot of items that maybe take a little bit longer to sell. It's also our first week, and if you're operating a business for 1 week, you can't really expect to get that many sales off the bat. A little bit of a slow time of year. There's a couple contributing factors. Yeah, overall, I mean, we probably could put more listings up as well if I'd really hustled. But yeah, I mean, it's not too bad. I think we're going to get some sales hopefully in the next video, so we'll see. But that's where we're at right now. Completely transparent, guys. There's no lying here. There's no you're going to make it to $1 million within your first week like all the gurus say. This is legit business right here. eBay businesses. This is what happens. All right, so I wanted to hop on here now and show the final numbers. This is everything that we bought. It's all on this sheet right here. I had a little bit of trouble getting it all together, and I might have to double check some of the paid prices, but I think I have them all correct. I'm going to run through it though one more time. But anyway, I want to show you guys, or these with you guys. So in total, all the items that we purchased, we'll start with that. We purchased everything. We've purchased 15 items. They're all listed, and we spent a total of $95.87. Nothing's carrying over into the next week because I believe we've listed everything that we purchased. So that is the total purchase price for everything. Sorry, that's a total lie. That's the total purchase price before tax, which is what we can probably get because you can get all this tax back. But anyway, the actual purchase price with tax right now is $108. So apologize for that. There we go. But now what you guys are probably waiting to see is what's the total sale price on every single item that we have listed right now. The total sale price comes up to $436.86. So if you do the math on that, we have spent about $100. We can make about 400, 450, close to 450, 430 to be exact. And that's pretty good. Only about a week's work, not really a week's work though, because we really only spent about an hour a day. I really only spent about an hour to maybe an hour and a half a day. Really not that long. Most of the time was spent recording these clips, so there we go. But yeah, I mean, to make a couple $100 in a week is pretty good. Now, I know what you're saying. You didn't sell anything, so you haven't made anything, dude. And you're right. Yeah, we haven't made anything yet, but I have a feeling that we're gonna be able to sell most of this stuff. I'm excited about it, so I'm gonna leave it there. But yeah, guys, that's week 1 of the challenge completed. I'm pretty excited about that. Obviously, it means I'm one step closer to being done everything, because this is a lot of extra work on my plate to some extent. An extra hour a day, believe it or not, is a lot of time when I have a whole bunch of other things. The screen's blue when I have a whole bunch of other things going on. So yeah, I still got to go package a bunch of stuff for today. But yeah, overall I'm feeling pretty good about it. I know we haven't made any sales. It's kind of disappointing, but I'm confident that in the next episode we will make our first sale. So we'll hit a couple more thrift stores. I'll go to some, obviously, for the next episode. So when we start off, we'll have a good amount of stuff going. I'm pretty proud of myself. I got this video done in a week, though, which is awesome. And I hope to continue to be able to push these things out there for the rest of March. Yeah, so overall good. I'm not going to carry this out any longer. This video has been so long, probably. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys all in the next video.